Welcome to Kuma English Listening Hub. Today's topic is surprisingly practical and a little mysterious. Why some cities turn off or dim streetlights at night. At first, it sounds unsafe, even irresponsible. But in many places, it is a planned policy with clear rules, careful technology, and a long list of goals. We will explore what dark sky policies are, why they started, and how cities try to balance safety, energy costs, and the natural night environment. You will also hear how modern lighting has changed, what people disagree about, and what you can notice in your own neighborhood. Let's begin with a simple question. What do we want streetlights to do? Most people would say, help us see at night and keep streets safe. That is true. But streetlights also have side effects. They can shine into bedroom windows, make it hard to see stars, disturb animals, and waste electricity if the light is not aimed well. In many older systems, a lot of light goes upward into the sky instead of onto the road. This is where the idea of dark skies comes in. A dark sky policy is a plan to reduce light pollution. Light pollution means unnecessary or poorly designed artificial light at night. It can include lights that are too bright, lights that point in the wrong direction, or lights that stay on when no one needs them. Some people imagine dark sky policies as turning off the city. In reality, many policies do not create total darkness. Instead, they often focus on smarter lighting. That can mean dimming lights during quiet hours, using warmer colors, adding shields so light points downward, and installing sensors that brighten lights only when someone is nearby. To understand why this matters, imagine two different streets. On the first street, the lamps are very bright and have no cover on top. The light spreads everywhere. The road, the trees, the windows, and the sky. On the second street, the lamps have a cover and direct the light down to the sidewalk. The street still feels safe, but the sky is darker, and you get less glare in your eyes. Glare is an important word here. Glare happens when a light is so bright that it actually makes it harder to see. Your eyes adjust to the bright spot, and the darker area around it becomes more difficult to notice. So, more light does not always mean better visibility. In fact, badly designed lighting can reduce safety. Now, let's talk about why cities started changing their lighting. One major reason is energy. Streetlights cost money every night. A city may have tens of thousands of lamps. If each lamp uses a lot of electricity, the total bill becomes huge. When budgets are tight, lighting is an area where small changes can save a lot. But energy is not the only reason. Dark sky ideas also connect to health and nature. Humans have a body clock called a circadian rhythm. It helps control sleep and wake cycles. Bright light at night can confuse this rhythm, especially if it enters your home through windows. Many people have experienced this without realizing it. If a new bright lamp is installed near your bedroom, you might sleep worse. Wildlife is affected too. Some insects are attracted to lights and can die from exhaustion, or they become easier to catch by predators. Birds can become disoriented during migration. Sea turtles in coastal areas may head towards streetlights instead of the ocean. Even plants can change their growth patterns under strong artificial light. And then there is culture. For thousands of years, people looked up at a dark sky. Stars were used for navigation and farming seasons. They inspired stories and science. In many modern cities, you can barely see a few stars. Dark sky policies are sometimes about bringing back something we lost, the experience of night. So, how do cities actually do this in practice? Let's look at a few methods. First, many places replace old sodium lamps with LEDs. LEDs can save energy and last longer. But there is a problem. Early LED streetlights were often very bright and very blue-white. Blue light scatters more in the atmosphere, which can make the sky glow more. Also, blue light can affect sleep more strongly than warmer light. Because of this, many dark sky programs recommend warmer LEDs with a more yellow tone. You may have noticed that some neighborhoods change from orange lights to bright white lights and later to softer white lights. That shift is not random. It often comes from research and public feedback. Second, cities can use shielding. A shield is a design feature that blocks light from going upward or sideways. The goal is full cutoff lighting, meaning the lamp shines down where it is needed. Third, some cities use adaptive controls. This means the light level changes depending on the time and situation. For example, lights might be at 100% brightness during evening rush hour, then dim to 50% after midnight when streets are empty. If a pedestrian or car approaches, sensors can increase brightness temporarily. Fourth, some places simply turn off certain lights. This usually happens in low traffic areas, such as quiet residential streets or parks. The city may keep major roads lit but reduce lighting in places where it is less necessary. Of course, this is where debates begin. The strongest concern is safety. People worry about crime and accidents. The relationship between lighting and crime is complex. Some studies show that better lighting can reduce certain types of crime. But better does not always mean brighter. It can mean more even lighting, fewer dark corners, and less glare. In some cases, when lights are reduced, residents feel anxious even if the actual crime rate does not change. Feelings matter. A policy can fail if the public feels unsafe, even if statistics suggest the risk is low. Traffic safety is another issue. Drivers need to see pedestrians, cyclists, and road signs. But again, too much brightness can cause glare, and very white light can create strong contrast, which may make it harder to judge distance in fog or rain. Good lighting design aims for visibility, not just brightness. Let's imagine a small town that wants to save money and reduce light pollution. They decide to dim street lights after 1 a.m. But they also improve crosswalk lighting near the late-night bus stop and the hospital. That way, the most important areas remain well lit. This targeted approach is common. Another part of the debate is fairness. Some people ask, who benefits from darker skies and who pays the cost? If wealthy neighborhoods get well-designed lighting, and poorer neighborhoods get lights turned off without good planning, that creates inequality. Good policies include community meetings and clear rules, so changes feel transparent. Now let's zoom out and look at the idea of dark sky places. Some regions apply for official recognition from organizations that protect night skies. These places often attract visitors who want to see the stars. This is called Astro-tourism. People travel to watch meteor showers, see the Milky Way, or join night photography tours. Astro-tourism can support local business, especially in rural areas. Hotels, cafes, guides, and small museums can benefit, but it also requires careful planning. Visitors bring cars and light from phones and flashlights. Many dark sky parks teach visitors how to use red light, which helps preserve night vision and reduces disturbance. Even in cities, some communities create lights out events. For one night, buildings turn off decorative lights, and residents are encouraged to reduce outdoor lighting. The goal is to raise awareness and show how different the sky can look. You might be wondering, what can one person do? You may not control streetlights, but you can control your own lights. If you have an outdoor lamp, you can choose a warmer bulb, add a motion sensor, and aim the light downward. You can close curtains to block outside light from your bedroom. And you can notice how light affects your sleep. Here is a small listening challenge. Think about your neighborhood at night. Where is the brightest light? Is it helpful, or does it create glare? Are there places where the lighting feels comfortable and safe? If you can, look at the sky on a clear night. How many stars can you count in 1 minute? Before we finish, let's review the main idea. Dark sky policies are not simply about turning off lights. They are about using light more wisely, reducing waste, protecting nature, improving comfort, and sometimes even improving visibility by reducing glare. Cities must balance these goals with safety concerns and public feelings. In the future, street lighting may become even smarter. Systems may connect to weather data and traffic patterns. Lights could dim during a bright full moon or brighten during heavy rain. With good design, a city can be safe, efficient, and still allow people to see the stars. Thanks for listening to Kuma English Listening Hub. If you want, listen again and focus on the key vocabulary. light pollution, glare, shielding, adaptive controls, and circadian rhythm. And next time you walk outside at night, look up. The sky might tell you more than you expect.